Hi guys, so none of you know who I am, but my name is Kimberly Bush and I am a senior at Staten High School, and I was a freshman at Staten High School, McFaul's first year teaching. Um, I was in her honors English class, and in our honors English class, we were told it was in like the last 3 days of school to write a letter to our graduating selves and that she would mail it to us when we graduated if she wasn't still teaching at Staten. And at the time, we're like, of course you're going to be teaching at Staten, but that's not how our 4 years panned out. We've lost a lot of staff members to Portland schools, like your school. But she made good on that promise, and we got our letters about a month or two ago. Everyone started finally getting there. So what you're going to watch after me is about 10 different people that are seniors now that were freshmen in our honors English class. They're going to tell you their names, what they like the most about getting their letters, things that they wish they would have included, and things that they wish they would have not included. And have mercy on us. You're going to hear my voice a lot, and I'm sorry for that. You're going to see us laugh, and it's literally all of it shot on an iPhone, and we did it in a matter of a couple class periods because you will soon learn senior year is chaos, especially in this last like 4 weeks that we have. It's like we're at the end of a marathon, but we still can't quite see the finish line, and we're struggling really hard. So have mercy. Yeah, so I'll just start off this whole thing with talking about my letter. So I really liked getting my letter because it came not at the very end of the year, but in the middle of the year, and so I was like, oh, this is it. This is real. I'm actually going to graduate. But I liked getting mine because I got to see how I've changed, really, and a lot of people have said that. You get to see very much how you've changed from freshman to senior year. But I really liked it because you could see, like, what like I believe in and what I think is really important right now. I saw where that started in that letter, even though the letter was like a page and a half long. But I got to kind of see that like grades were really important to me, sports were really important to me, my friends, my family, all sorts of things. I remember writing it. I didn't want to be like vain or vague. I didn't want to be that freshman girl that talks about her boyfriend the whole time or that talks about her friends. I didn't want to put anything like that in there, but I wish I would have, because the boy I was dating at the time, I'm actually still dating, and direct quote, I was proud of that. We had been together like forever, and it had been maybe 7 months, and now it's been 3 years and 7 months. So I wish I would have talked more about him. I wish I would have gone into more specifics about my friends. I like listed them all out, but I definitely wish I would have said, this person's my best friend. I'm only friends with this person because of this. I only talk to this person during cross country season, like that kind of thing. I talked about my grades a little bit. I had a lot of unrealistic goals, so I'm really happy that I included those goals though, because I can look back and say like, wow, I was really set on some things that weren't super important, like valedictorian and salutatorian and things like that. I wish I would have talked more about my family, because my family went through a lot of changes. I'm living in a new house. My parents are divorced. We have new animals. I'm in a new part of town. Like, I wish I would have talked more about like my house and my family and like what that looked like at the time, and I didn't really do that. Partly because I probably didn't think that anything was going to change, but everything can change. That's what that letter taught me too, is that things can change in 3 years that you wouldn't even think. So literally write about everything, like honestly. I wish mine would have been longer. I wish I would have talked about more things. I don't know, I wish I would have gone into more detail about my sports. I really wish I would have talked about like how much sleep I got, like what my body felt like, because I'm a tri-sport athlete and I feel like an old woman at all times. I wish I would have talked about that. Like how mentally healthy I was, because I was constantly stressed now. And I don't know if I've always been like that or if it just started freshman year. But really, yeah, focus on yourself. Talk about how you feel every day, who you see every day, what you like to do, things like that, because it will surprise you. And it is a really cool thing to see your senior year, like to look back, see how much you've grown, see things that, oh, I wish I would have done more with that. And then you can go do more with that, because you have 4 years after this, if you go to college, to continue doing more of the things that you love. Yeah, so I hope this was a decent introduction for you guys. Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot more of kind of the same thing from everyone. I think the overlying theme is don't spend the whole letter talking about your boyfriend or girlfriend. Just don't do it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you really like writing your letters, and have an awesome rest of your 3 years, I guess. Bye.
Sweating.
What do you wish you would have included?
I wish I would have disincluded. Don't write about boys. I can't.
So don't write about boys. Try not to be so melodramatic.
Don't be. No, this is not a Shakespeare play. No, you're gonna be fine.
Why did you like reading this?
I like making fun of myself.
Well, there you go. And what's your name?
Maggie Bullard.
What do you wish you would have included in your letter?
I wish I would have talked more about my family. I talked a lot about just kind of friends that I had my freshman year, and it's kind of sad, but my my grandpa recently passed away, and I briefly talked about him in the letter, but I wish I would have said more about that.
And what did you like about getting the letter?
Definitely brought back some memories, like kind of made me relive my first year of high school.
And is there anything you wish you wouldn't have included?
Yeah, don't talk about like existing girlfriends that you have at the time, because it's just weird when they're not going to be your girlfriend your senior year and you get that and read it.
Yeah. All right. Oh, and you're supposed to say your name.
Oh, I'm Charlie Weeks.
What did you like about getting your letter from yourself?
Okay, wait, I didn't think about this one. I liked just kind of thinking back to where I was when I wrote it and thinking about how different everything is. It was really actually funny. Like, I can tell just like how I talk has changed, which is a good thing because it was really embarrassing. Like, my opening statement was, "Hey, stranger." So that will tell you a little bit of how bad it was.
And what do you wish you would have included?
I wish I would have included more about my friends, just because it would just been cool to remember more about what was going on. I included a little bit about like boys and stuff, but it was just kind of like embarrassing stuff. So.
All right.
My name is Hayden.
And what did you like most about getting your letter?
I liked most, it was just happy shots, and it was like just reminding me of my freshman self and how much I kind of just changed my writing and like who I am really.
And what do you wish you would have included?
I wish I included better goals for myself, because I didn't include any goals besides just being who I am, and I didn't include goals like being varsity or like getting great grades or anything like that.
And what do you wish you wouldn't have included?
Honestly, nothing. I really enjoyed everything I had. It was all positive, and I was very vague about it, so it worked out for me.
All right, thank you. And go.
My name is Nicole Servant.
And what's one thing you wish you would have included in your letter?
I wish I would have put more about what was like happening during freshman year, like more of the little things, like who I was friends with, and like more stuff that I wanted to do.
And what's something that you like that you put in your letter?
I like that I put what episode of The Office I was on, because it was the one, I remember that it was the one where Jim buys Pam the house, and I like that I put that I wanted to be in at least one play, and that I wanted to like join all these clubs, and I ended up doing like everything that I wrote on there, so that was kind of cool as well.
And besides that, what did you like about getting your letter?
I liked that it was like a symbol of just like how far I had come since freshman year, because I feel like I've definitely evolved a lot over the past 4 years, and it was such a surprise to get it, and it was like when I got it, it was just like a sign of wow, like all of this has happened, and that's really, really cool. So it made me look back on my high school career as a really, really positive experience rather than something that I didn't get to take a bigger part of.
Cool.
Am I looking at you or am I looking at
You
this?
can look at me.
Okay, so I'm Taryn.
And what did you like most about getting your letter?
The thing I liked most was seeing if I changed from when I was younger. And I realized that I didn't really change. I pretty much stayed the same a little bit. And I agree a lot with my younger self.
And what do you wish you would have included?
I wish I would have included my favorite memories and the things that I regretted just because I'm kind of curious if it would have been something small or if it was something big or if I would even remember it.
And is there anything you wish you wouldn't have included?
No, I just wish I would have included tons of more stuff. I wish I would have written the 10-page essay that we wrote our research paper on in place of that.
Hi, I'm Cami.
And what did you like most about getting your letter?
I like to see like how much I've grown as a person. My goals are a lot bigger now than they were then, and yeah, that's good.
And what do you wish you would have included?
I wish I would have included some like broader goals, maybe something about my career, because I really had no idea then. So
And what do you wish you wouldn't have included?
I was like, oh no, I was so specific with I wanted to be valedictorian. And I wanted to be like varsity volleyball my junior year, and none of that happened. Like I got cut, so that was way too specific. But one thing that was great is I included wanting to find like a good guy. I found that, but but that also might not work out. So no, not that.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, hi, I'm Riley Bryan.
And what did you like about getting your letter?
What I liked about it is that like it was a shock because I remember when she said, "Oh yeah, I'll give it to you at graduation," and then I actually got it, and I'm just like, "Oh, like she did it," and it was just amazing because it brought me back like to the day that I wrote it, and I'm just like, "Well, okay, this is just an assignment, and I won't care later on," but when I got it later on, like. I'm just like, wow, I was still cynical and weird, but like, it's got, I don't know.
And what do you wish you would have put in it?
I wish I would put more like details about like the people that I knew and like everything that was like really important going on then. And yeah.
And what do you wish you wouldn't have put in it?
It was more of like talking to future Riley, and I was like, hey, whoever you are, and I was just making it really vague and trying to be funny, but now that I look back, it's like, Riley, you weren't funny. Let's stop trying to be. Okay.
I really liked getting Miss McFaul's letter because I honestly forgot that we wrote them. So getting them and seeing what freshman Emily had to say was very interesting. One of my favorite quotes from it was reminding myself to watch the documentary Happy again, because I remember that unit and I remember like rethinking all of my life choices. I think I'm gonna go and actually purchase it because I remember that unit and it meant a lot to me, and I feel like if I watched it again I would get a whole new perspective being a senior. One thing that I didn't really understand in there was talking about boy drama with some of my friends that I care not to mention. I think it's kind of interesting that I was that interested in someone else's problems instead of focusing on myself, which obviously I struggled to do because I kept talking about how much stress I had with my grades, and I remember I was very stressed freshman year, but I didn't remember it was that much. Either way, I'm really glad that I got the letter, and I'm really glad Miss McFaul made us do this video. I'm really glad that Miss McFaul made us write that letter because it means so much to me now that I'm a senior rather than an assignment that I did as a freshman. Yeah.